Yo, they said Kendrick surpassed Drake in 24 hours on streams. 24 hours. Does that mean anything? Let's talk.
Brought it to you first, that make it exclusive. This for members only, you're probably not included. First watch finest, I only hang with shooters. If I pop out with this cannon, then we gon' make a movie. Yeah. I come through a gang on them and bang on them. Hanging out the window and put that flame on them. Anybody get these bullets ain't got names on them. Would you like to subscribe, then hit the play button? Yeah.
Yo. Where's? And then we are back, baby. It is First Watch Finest. Shout out my subscribers, everybody rocking with they boy. Do me a favor though. It's your first time coming across the content. You rock with what you're hearing. Drop a like, a comment, a share, a subscribe here. You heard me? Maybe go through the video and listen a bit before you do it, but drop something, because over here we don't Jersey. Hey, so as we all know, Drake dropped some sexy songs for you with Party Next Door recently. Matter of fact, Friday, Valentine's Day, wasn't it? Valentine's Day? So, which was a smooth day to drop some sexy songs, right? That was kind of smooth. Smooth day to drop. And they're saying I did some research and it's showing that 24 hours after the initial release, because the initial release, he had got 28,830,492 streams the first day, which is crazy, right? Crazy numbers. So the second day, the streams decrease by a 44.1% margin to 16,110,533. That's over 24 hours of the drop. Does that mean anything? I don't know. To me, that's still a whole lot of streams, right? Still a million streams. Now, I'm pretty sure, Drake numbers don't usually decrease like that when he drops. You know what I'm saying? Drake numbers don't drop by no 40-some% after a drop. Like, his numbers usually go up, you know what I mean? So the first day was the initial, let's check it out. Everybody want to hear what Drake got to say, what's going on. Is he going to speak on Kendrick? Drake is back. There's all these different feelings about Drake dropping, right? He drops, everybody goes, listens. Even the people that don't like him, they went and listen just so they can talk about it, right? So you got people that's listening for different reasons, but it still went up. Not Like Us and Luther passed every song on Drake and Party's album, and he didn't even have to do nothing. The song Luther by itself has surpassed Not Like Us on the Billboard. Luther has surpassed Not Like Us. Are you hearing me? If that's not a wake-up sign to tell you about music and the direction it's heading and like the vibe and the mentality of people that are listening right now, Luther, Not Like Us, you would think Not Like Us been killing it for a while, you know what I'm saying? But Luther, remember when Luther first dropped, how they were saying Luther was a skippable song? I don't remember who that was, but whoever it is loses credibility, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even know who that was, but that was kind of wild for me right there. You can't, what? And that was number one? That tells you a lot right there, dog. Now, I heard about a Drake bot scheme. I was watching some Twitter, scrolling through my Twitter timeline. I seen some people who are big fans of Drake, and they were posting about this scheme it's crazy that they even posted. You put this on Twitter, so you want the world to know that you're botting it, because it said it was a scheme for people to play the Drake album and just let it play and walk away, even if you got something to do, or if you know what I'm saying, like just let it play and keep letting it play. So that was kind of crazy. And I see people doing that, trying to run the numbers up. So that tells you what kind of time people was on. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand why people think it's a crazy thing that Drake is losing in the streams, because, the time has changed. It's time to watch the party dot. Music is changing. The direction of music, all that stuff is changing right now, dog. Kendrick didn't just beat Drake. He killed the party of which people were just dropping, you know what I mean, a different style of music, and it wasn't the same kind of, should I say, quality. And quality is what Kendrick put out, and the direction he's headed, and making people follow suit with. The deeper content, the substance, you know what I'm saying? It's different now. Like before this beef happened, you can get up there and just, rap about some champagne for 2 verses or something, and depending on how you do it, it'll go up. You know what I'm saying? Like just depending on how you rapped about it. But you could be just saying champagne, 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 and in an auto-tune voice, and that motherfucker got 100 million streams. You like, what the? Like, it's different now. Like, you're not gonna be able to just drop any old thing and then it's gonna just go up. Like, you better be talking about something right now. So, unless you got your own little fan base, you know what I'm saying? Young Thug tweeted. Young Thug tweeted, "Dat boy back #1." 24 hours later, comment section for that tweet and the quote went up on it. Everybody requoted and said, you want to delete this now? Take it off. Young Thug was trying to promote and help Drake get a little love. Remember Drake had love in Atlanta, even though Kendrick talked about how he was colonizing them. They still love Drake, you know what I'm saying, for what they do. They're not going to he got him a lot of #1s. So they're not going to turn their back on Drake just because, they're getting colonized by him. They're like, man, we still rock with him. He cool. That's our guy. So, Young Thug received a lot of backlash on that tweet though, for real. Like he really, he didn't take it down, but he left it up there. But I know he read them comments like, damn, they whooping your ass in that motherfucker, dog. But on the album, I just heard about him unfollowing Ice Spice. And then he got a song on there that bit her style. Did y'all hear about this? So, if you ought to know, Drake, him and Ice Spice, Drake took down damn near half the industry. And he took down Ice Spice before. I remember when that was a big thing, you know what I'm saying? And he was talking about how she's better when she's quiet, she just shut up, you know what I'm saying? I remember all that stuff. But, apparently now that, because they ain't been hanging out like that since he took her down, so. And she started rapping, her rapping started going up. He didn't like her as a rapper. But apparently now he bit her style, unfollowed her and bit her style on one of the songs. For real? You bit her style and you took the other dude's album cover from Canada. Your album cover is stolen, song stolen. Like, that's what you doing now, Drake? That's kind of wild, dog. And I'm not stating nothing. I'm not hating. I'm telling you everything that's going on, the facts, the truth that's floating around about what you did. Ain't got nothing to do with hate, dog. You know what I'm saying? We're in the era, we really watching the party die, dog, and he's kind of doing whatever he can right now. They said the album started off as like a $10 album, right? You know what I'm saying? Like $9.99 or something like that. The album is $4.99 now. If the album is $4.99 from $10.99, it just dropped on Valentine's Day. You got a 50% decrease, 50% off on your album a day after it drops? Does that give you any signs? Does that tell you anything about what can be going on with this album? Let me know. To me, it seemed like, because when has he ever did that? You know what I'm saying? Like, when has he ever actually just next day sliced in half like that? Like, that's not really a good sign. It can't be a good sign, but y'all let me know in the comments how y'all feel about it. You hear me? Also, about the album. Do y'all feel like he showed, growth in his music as far as what he been doing in the past and what he did now after the beef? Because, it's getting a lot of the main thing I'm hearing people are talking about is the fact that he's still talking about girls a lot in this album. And this one specific time where he's talking about a girl who's scared of getting kicked out of her mom's house because she's dealing with Drake. And Drake is like almost 40 years old. And you dealing with a girl that's scared of getting kicked out of her mom's house. Drake, did you not hear what just happened to you? Did you just not hear why you were suing people because they were yelling the defamation that you were talking about? Did you not hear that? And you gonna go and talk about that on the album? Like, come on, dog. You making everything age like fine wine. Fine wine. You know what age horrible? Young Thug's tweet. That was milk. What you doing right now is making Kendrick wine. Fine wine, everything he's saying. Because how can you talk about a girl? You almost 40, Drake. You can't be talking about no What girl you know almost getting kicked out of mama's house for you? What grown-ass woman should live with her mama? I don't know, dog. It's weird. It's weird. It's weird. It's just weird. Just let me know how y'all feel, dog. You know what I'm saying? I did see that there wasn't no ghostwriters on this album. Like maybe he wrote it all himself. Is that a reason why it's not getting the same love or the same kind of? Because if he did write it all himself and it's not getting the same kind of love, maybe he needed them ghostwriters. Maybe people say, keep writing it yourself. I don't know, but I did see that a lot of the writing and shit was done by, Drake and Party. So that could tell you something, you know what I mean? That Drake I heard he cut off a few of them after the beef. Heard he cut off a few of his ghostwriters. Maybe because they lost. He didn't like the way they was writing. They lost. I don't know, but heard he cut a few of them off. He ain't got too many ghostwriters anymore. Maybe he cleaned house. Maybe he said, man, I ain't trying to you know what I mean? Didn't have nobody around my camp that was there for that and didn't help me, or I felt like I did the right thing or was prepared. So I'm getting rid of all these fools. He could have cleaned house after that. Which nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean? You clean house, man, nothing. Y'all niggas wasn't active. Y'all wasn't bracking. You know what I'm saying? Y'all didn't get me up there. I lost. Got my ass whooping. Y'all was all there. Why you didn't help? Why you didn't pinch the bitch? You get what I'm saying? That's what it's all about. Also, 6 solo songs on the album. 6 solo that's not with Party out of, the whole album, which was, how many songs was it? 12, something like that, 14? So, does that make a difference? Was it really a collab album? If it's 6 solos? I don't know. Did that help? Did that not help? You get what I'm saying? I don't know if it's a collab, because Drake dropped it as a collab album, but you got 6 solos on there, so it's he could have threw it out there and been like, okay, let's see if they rock with it as a collab album, but really it's kind of like a solo of where I'm going and what I'm trying to do now with the melodies, you know what I'm saying? You don't need to be acting tough, but maybe that's where he's going with it as a sample and test out and use Party as a test out. He could have had these songs recorded during the whole beef and everything, or had Party already doing songs, and he just put a verse on all of them. He could have just threw a verse on all these songs and not even really an album they sat there and collabed. He could have just threw a verse on some Party songs and called it the album and threw 6 solos on there. That's what it kind of could be. Am I lying? You let me know in the comments, dog. Kendrick yesterday. Today is the 16th, right? Yesterday, the day after Drake dropped, Kendrick had 79.3 million streams. The day after a Drake drop. You know how many streams Drake had yesterday? 72.5 million. So, Kendrick album, who hasn't dropped in 2025, is still streaming high even after a Drake drop and surpassing. That should tell you a whole lot about where the music, the era, the generation, everything is going. Just like the U.S. is changing with Donald Trump in office, hip-hop has changed right at the same time. The direction of everything is changing. Wake up. And it's all happening at perfect timing. Because if you're not aware of what's going on, the Drake party and everything that was going on, that would have had y'all distracted from what's really going on and what's about to happen in the U.S. You know what I'm saying? If you really know what's going on, shit's about to change. Currency, crypto taking over, the Trump administration trying to dictate stuff, it's changing. And Kendrick, right now, jumping in his lane and doing what he's doing and got everybody woke and aware of everything is perfect timing. So pay attention. Use it to your advantage. Don't be stuck in that old party. That party is dead. It's a new party now. We watched that party die. Trump watched the Biden administration die. Kendrick watched the Drake administration die. It's a new path forward. And crazy that Kendrick did that in front of Trump at the Super Bowl when they both changing directions. They're changing whole, whole waves, whole generational movements going on at the same time in their own ways. Kendrick's telling us what's going on, be aware. Trump is doing what he's doing. Pay attention. Drake, Biden administration, out of here. Are you paying attention? Everything is kind of in fruition, coming together all at once. Pause, you want to pause that, but you get what I'm saying though. Direction is changing, you know what I mean? They're going it's a different way now. We're not going the same way, y'all, so pay attention. Let me know how y'all feel in the comments, but the fact that he passed him in 24 hours with the real music, When everybody thought the jingle was finna come back and take over, and everybody thought the boy was back, he was back for a minute, but it was to really see what was going on. That's where I get out of it. We'll see if he drops a solo album and it does the same kind of, you know what I mean, another solo album, which I feel people are going to jump and listen to because they want to know what he's going to say, how he feel. All the shots, the little sneak shots at Kendrick and everybody else is going to be on there, and the girls he always dissing. So they're going to be looking for that. So this is the test with the Party Next Door. All right. So if this one didn't do a certain type of numbers, maybe they can blame it on me collabing with Party. So when I drop my solo, you know what I'm saying? Or maybe he gonna keep testing it with other people to make sure he don't look like he flopping. I don't know, you gotta watch. The party is dying. Shout out Kendrick Lamar for the numbers he's putting in, the work he's putting in, paying off without saying a word. Paying off without saying a word. Remember that, he didn't say a word and it paid off. You need to put your head down and work like I do, but understand everybody ain't gonna like you. Salute to everybody rocking with their boy. Do me a favor, like, comment, share, subscribe to the channel, you heard me? Let me know if you like the breakdown, because over here we don't judge.
Yo, man, it's your boy New Jersey Turk, man, New Jerusalem, man. Make sure y'all tune in to First Watch Finest, man. You heard it here first, man, Jersey.
Jersey.